For years, the world has watched Princess Leonor grow from a young royal into the future Queen of Spain. Every appearance, every speech, and every milestone has been analyzed in extraordinary detail. Yet, despite the intense public interest surrounding her life, something has become increasingly noticeable. The people closest to Princess Leonor rarely speak. Friends remain private. Family confidants avoid interviews. Palace insiders offer very little. Even those who have spent years around the young princess seem determined to maintain an unusual level of silence. But why? What is the real reason Princess Leonor's inner circle has become so quiet? And what does that silence reveal about the enormous responsibility resting on her shoulders? The answer may be far more complicated than many people imagine. As the eldest daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, Princess Leonor was never destined for an ordinary life. From the moment she was born, she became the heir to the Spanish throne and the future symbol of continuity for the monarchy. Unlike celebrities or public figures who can freely choose their level of exposure, Leonor's life has been shaped by duty from the beginning. Every decision surrounding her upbringing has reflected one goal: preparing her for the crown. That preparation has included military training, academic excellence, language studies, and a carefully structured public image. But perhaps the most important lesson she has learned is one that remains invisible. Discretion. Those closest to her understand that protecting the future queen means protecting her privacy. And that may explain why so few people around Princess Leonor are willing to speak publicly. Over the years, many royal observers have noticed the remarkable lack of leaks coming from her personal environment. In an age when private conversations often become headlines and social media exposes every detail of famous lives, Princess Leonor's circle has remained unusually disciplined. Former classmates rarely discuss her. Close acquaintances avoid attention. Family friends maintain strict boundaries. Rather than seeking publicity, they appear to embrace silence. Some believe this is no accident. The Spanish royal household has spent decades learning difficult lessons from periods of controversy and media pressure. King Felipe VI himself witnessed the damage caused when personal stories and scandals overshadowed the institution. As a result, many believe a culture of caution has become deeply embedded within the royal family. And Princess Leonor may be benefiting from those lessons. Unlike previous generations, her path to the throne is being managed with extraordinary care. But there may be another reason behind the silence. People close to Princess Leonor understand that she is not simply a public figure. She is also a young woman trying to navigate adulthood under constant scrutiny. Imagine living in a world where every friendship could become front-page news. Where every mistake might spark national debate. Where every private moment risks becoming public property. That reality creates enormous pressure. And perhaps those who truly care about Leonor recognize that protecting her means refusing to contribute to the noise surrounding her life. Sometimes loyalty speaks loudest through silence. Throughout her education, Princess Leonor has experienced milestones that most young people share: graduation, friendships, challenges, and personal growth. Yet her experiences have unfolded under the watchful eyes of millions. Media attention follows her everywhere. Speculation surrounds even the smallest details. Rumors emerge constantly. And despite all of this, her closest circle rarely responds. That restraint may reveal something significant. Perhaps they believe that defending Princess Leonor does not require public statements. Perhaps they understand that preserving her normality is more valuable than chasing headlines. After all, history has shown that excessive publicity can place unbearable pressure on young royals. Many royal families across Europe have faced similar challenges. Balancing tradition with modern expectations has never been easy. For Princess Leonor, maintaining a sense of stability may depend heavily on the trust shared among the people closest to her. Trust that private conversations remain private. Trust that friendships are genuine. Trust that personal struggles are not transformed into entertainment. And trust that loyalty matters more than publicity. Observers have often praised the calm and composed image Princess Leonor projects during official engagements. Whether addressing international audiences, participating in military exercises, or representing Spain abroad, she consistently displays maturity beyond her years. But such confidence rarely develops in isolation. Behind every public figure exists a support system. Family members, trusted advisors, friends, teachers, and individuals whose names the public may never know. Perhaps their silence reflects not secrecy, but responsibility. Because sometimes the strongest support comes from people who do not seek recognition. People who choose protection over attention. People who understand that their role is not to speak for the future queen, but to stand beside her. There is also the reality that the Spanish monarchy itself values stability above all else. King Felipe VI has devoted much of his reign to strengthening public trust and reinforcing the institution's credibility. Queen Letizia has similarly emphasized professionalism and discipline in raising her daughters. Together, they have attempted to create an environment where Princess Leonor can develop without unnecessary distractions. That mission requires cooperation from everyone around her. And cooperation often means silence. Not because there are dramatic secrets hidden behind palace walls. Not because mysterious conflicts are unfolding. But because discretion has become a form of protection. In today's world, where oversharing is common and privacy is increasingly rare, silence itself can be a powerful statement. It says that not everything needs to be public. It says that loyalty still exists. And it says that some relationships are too valuable to be turned into headlines. Interestingly, the more silent Princess Leonor's inner circle becomes, the more curiosity grows. People naturally wonder what they are choosing not to reveal. Speculation increases, rumors spread, and theories multiply, yet the lack of constant revelations may actually indicate something remarkably ordinary. Perhaps there is simply nothing sensational to tell. Perhaps the people around Leonor are committed to preserving a normal life as much as possible. Perhaps they recognize that she deserves the same privacy afforded to any young person navigating adulthood. And perhaps they understand that one day, when she becomes queen, the demands placed upon her will only intensify. Until then, protecting these years may matter more than satisfying public curiosity. Royal experts frequently note that successful monarchies depend not only on public appearances but also on carefully maintained personal relationships. Strong support systems provide stability during difficult times. They create confidence, they offer perspective, and they help future leaders remain grounded. Princess Leonor's inner circle may therefore represent one of her greatest strengths. Not because they dominate headlines. Not because they constantly defend her in public. But because they choose something increasingly rare: silence. A silence built on trust. A silence built on loyalty. And a silence built on understanding the extraordinary burden carried by a young woman preparing for a destiny she never chose, but one she has embraced with remarkable dedication. As Princess Leonor continues her journey toward becoming Spain's future queen, the mystery surrounding her closest relationships will undoubtedly continue to fascinate royal watchers around the world. But perhaps the real reason her inner circle remains completely silent is surprisingly simple. Those who know her best may believe that the greatest gift they can offer her is not attention. Not publicity, not headlines, but peace. Because in a life defined by constant scrutiny, peace may be the one thing more precious than a crown. And perhaps that is why the people closest to Princess Leonor have chosen to remain silent. Not out of fear, not out of obligation, but out of loyalty. And in the world of royalty, loyalty may be the